Well, it's hard to say, but we are seeing tragic numbers across the board in all cities. We'll start in Newport News, where Police Chief Steve Drew says this is the only crime that's up since last year. This fact sinking in for a lot of folks coming off of a violent weekend.
I've seen what domestic violence does to individuals that are victims. I've seen what it does to families and to kids, and I think we can do better.
Neighborhood after neighborhood, from Newport News to Suffolk, crime scene tape and flashing lights are becoming too familiar. Of the 15 homicides this year in Newport News, Chief Steve Drew says 4 are a direct result of domestic violence, the most recent taking the life of a young mother. Her friends now wondering how they missed the signs.
Maybe there was a problem, maybe there was an issue, maybe this could have been avoided, he could have gotten help, or she could have gotten protection.
It's so hard for victims because a lot of times they don't want their friends and family to know what's happening in their home. They're embarrassed, they're ashamed that they allowed it to get this far.
While we can't speculate what has happened in each case, we know countless lives have been changed. Earlier this year in Portsmouth, a man killed his sister and stepfather. And just last week, a man killed his wife and then turned the gun on himself in Virginia Beach.
It's very difficult to leave, especially if you have children or if you're dependent upon somebody financially. Where do you go? What do you do?
In Chesapeake, police say no murders have been linked to domestic violence this year, but in 2019, there have been almost 400 cases involving domestic assault alone. Back in Newport News, where numbers are on the rise, Chief Drew is working with local advocates to be more present in the community. He says change starts with each person.
Please reach out to someone and let them know. Please have a conversation with someone.
Advocates with the YWCA say it takes a woman between 8 to 10 times to leave an abuser, and often when they do get the courage to leave, that's when they see things turn the most violent. But for anyone watching this that may be struggling, or if you know someone struggling, you're not alone. We have information on shelters and numbers that you can call for help. I'm Erin Miller, News 3.